Want to keep up with the latest Rich Gold content? Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Anyways, on with the video. Hello my Golden Knights, it's Rich Gold here, and welcome back to Stormworks Build and Rescue. This is going to be a very different actual video today, because I actually didn't know I was going to make it. I found very, very strange when I looked on the workshop, there were a lot of tanks, like World War II tanks, on the actual workshop. All of which that I'm going to be showcasing in this video will be down in the description below. But basically, for those of you who don't know already, I absolutely love history. In fact, I actually have a text channel on my Discord server specifically for people to talk about history. That's how much I actually do just adore it. So, we're going to be checking out some famous World War II tanks today, in Stormworks Build and Rescue, which I think is absolutely amazing. So, if we're going to open the doors now to reveal probably one of the most famous tanks of World War II, on the German side at least, we have the Tiger I tank. And I'm not sure why it's turning its turret like that. Maybe it wants to destroy the workbench over there, but I'm not going to just let it have a mind of its own. We're going to take control of this thing and hop in the top from the turret here. So let's hop down here, closing the hatch as we go. And we're just going to hop into this seat, I believe. I think there might be a seat to turn the turret, but I'm not sure how just yet. But let's just turn on the engine with holding down number 3. Okay, I think it started up. Let's turn off the brakes with number 1, I believe. And now, if we press W, we should be able to move along. Look at this. We are heading off. And it actually turns quite well. It's quite different from a couple of the other tanks that we've got on this list. But let's keep going here. Now, I'm not sure. We need to turn on the light here. How do I make this turret actually turn? Oh, I think it's here. Yeah, there we are. So look at this. Does this actually fire, I wonder? Let's give this a go, because it's got some buttons here. Oh, we've broken that somehow. Oh, wow! It actually does fire. Look at that. That is so cool. It shoots out like a flare. Wow, that is amazing. And now it's out of shells. Okay, well that's a shame, but it did actually work, which is really, really cool. So that is absolutely amazing. So that turret's just going to keep facing that direction as we drive off into the distance in our Tiger I tank. Alright, now for the next tank, we have a very famous one from the British side. Now this is indeed the Churchill Mark V, I believe, gun carrier. I think that's what it's called. I don't hold me to it. I'm not exactly sure with British tanks. But, as you can see, we can just hop into the driver's hatch here. And hop into the driver's seat once we've shut the door. There we go. And it's actually very, very small inside. I didn't know how actually small it was. But, anyway. Okay, so we can actually open up a little hatch for the actual gunner. Oh, and he, actually fires. Okay, that is pretty cool. Okay, let's hop into the driver's seat here, and let's see if we can actually start this thing up. I'm pretty sure that was the starting button. Now, let's try and... Yep, there we go. This thing is actually quite quick. I'm actually quite surprised. This thing is actually not as slow as I thought it would be. But yeah, it's quite good. And let's try and actually take this off-road, because at the moment we only took the Tiger over by the runway. But let's try and actually head over here and try and go onto the grass here. It's very slow, so I'll see you guys when we actually make it to the grass. Oh, we've made it to the grass. It dropped. It actually did really well there. So there we go. We're going off-road. Now, what I really want to test out is the actual... its ability to kind of fire, I suppose. So I think it only kind of turns. Yeah, I don't think it does fire. That's a bit of a shame. But it does have full maneuverability of the turret, so it does clip over the tracks a little bit, but this is a pretty cool tank, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's try and actually get up here again, and I really want to check out this commander seat. So would somebody just sit here and tell them what to do, or tell the guy where to fire? I would not like that job. That looks very, very dangerous. Okay, let's hop in this maintenance hatch here. Is there anything really in it? Hold on, let's climb back up. No, I think this is just kind of, there's a medium engine and stuff in here. Okay, so not too much stuff, but that is a cool detail that they added to actually have a maintenance hatch. So this tank is actually very, very cool. Oh, there we go. Very, very cool, and also very, very pretty. I do like this tank. I love how it's got the Union Jack on the side. That is a nice touch. Okay, so now we are going to be moving on to another German tank. And this is, of course, the Panzer Mouse, I believe. It is very, very large and very, very good. I think it's more of a kind of tank destroyer style thing. I don't know the exact kind of model name, but we're just going to call it the Mouse because I think that's what it said on the actual workshop item. The link will be down in the description if you do want to check it out. I really like how they've done all of the kind of shells here. That is a nice touch. Is this the turret, I think? Oh, I think it does actually fire. That is pretty cool. Okay, this is the wrong hatch section, so we'll have to switch over to this section once we do actually, once we are actually ready to fire. But let's go down in here. Oh, we've got to like squeeze under this turret here. Let's go down here into the very, very cramped kind of little area. I don't think this has as much space in it as even the Churchill Mark V. So let's just start this thing up, and we'll just put in the interior lights. We won't need the headlights, because it's not nighttime. Oh, wow, and it's got these, like, kind of stick things, if that makes sense. So we can, like, you know, turn it left or right by doing that, and that is very, very cool. So this thing, I would like to just say, I've tested it out, and it is very, very bad at turning. This is me full turning, going full it is very bad at turning. But we're going to head over to kind of a foresty area to actually test this thing out. It is very slow, so it might be a while. Alright, we are now over by the forest, and I want to see if this thing can knock down a tree, or any trees. So let's just go full speed. It's not going very fast, but we'll see if we can take out a tree here. Let's see. Oh, nope. No, it can't. It cannot take down a tree when going uphill. Okay, well that's a little bit of a shame. But let's actually try and fire this thing. So let's hop out of here and head over into the rear hatch. Let's just close... Oh, if we can just close that. Yep, there we go. So let's go over here and jump down into this hatch here. And let's see if we can fire here. Now, can we turn? Yes, we can. Okay, that is pretty cool. Alright, let's turn over to the left here. And let's see if we can turn our turret up and fire. Okay, so okay, and there's a little bit of a sound effect. Let's listen. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, so basically, it doesn't actually shoot any flares out or anything, but it does have a cool sound effect when you do hit the fire button, and the turret does move back. So I'd say that this is a pretty cool tank, aside from it being very, very slow and very, very hard to maneuver. But we're going to go check out a different tank right now. Alright guys, now I just did a little bit of a fact check, and I did make a little bit of a mistake with the Churchill tank. It was actually a Mark I, but I want to, not a Mark V, but I do want to move on to an actual Mark V tank. Now I know I said that this was going to be World War II, but I have gone in to a little bit of World War I stuff, okay? I couldn't resist this Mark V World War I tank. I absolutely love it. I can't remember what the name was. I think it's a very, very famous name, but we're going to be testing it out. I knew the name 5 minutes ago, but I just absolutely cannot resist trying it out. So, let's hop inside this little side entrance. This is where the little entrance was. It wasn't on the top. I remember this. Okay, so now there's actually quite a lot of space inside. I'm surprised. But we're actually going to need to turn on, I think, throttle or something. I don't know how to actually... Okay, we can kind of start it up a bit here. And let's put the throttle up. And let's see if this gets it moving. Yep, it does. And it's very fast. I don't think this is very accurate. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, maybe this was a mistake. I don't... Yeah, and it's kind of not really firing very well. Okay, I think this was maybe a mistake. This is not very well made. But you can still check it out in the link below if you do want to... I don't know why you would. Now, going back to our World War II tanks, let's see what we've got in store for the next one. We have another German tank. We have the Panzer III. It is very, very nice. It is very, very small as well, but it is quite fast, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. The Panzers were always very, very speedy, very, very quick. That's why they did Blitzkrieg so easily. Okay, let's try and shut this hatch here. There we are. Okay, it is very, very not very spacious inside. So let's try and just sit down. There we are. Okay, and we'll just hop down into here. Okay, lovely. Alright, now let's just turn on the starter motor here, and we'll select gear 1. Now I believe... Yep, there we go. We've already started. Now, I don't know how to get into gear 2. Do we just press that? No, it's stopped. Okay, I think it's only stuck in first gear, unless I'm doing something completely incorrectly, which I probably am, let's be honest. Okay, so let's drive this out. We'll do it. We'll take it out on the runway here. I don't know how to turn it. Ah, we just use that. Okay, there we go. So we use our buttons, and it turns it quite quickly. Okay, so let's go down the runway here. Oh, there we go, we can see out. Okay, so let's go down the runway here, and we'll check out some of the other features on this highly detailed tank. Alright, so there's not much space in this actual tank, but I managed to find the light switch after a couple minutes. But what we actually need to do is we just need to kind of check out some of the stuff here. So, we've got an ammo dump here, and this just leads straight down to the ground. So you can see the runway there. Now they would have this, oh, and I've just fallen through it. Now they would have this so they could actually dump out their old shells and things, I believe, after firing them. So that is pretty cool. Now I think this is some sort of footrest kind of thing here for the person to sit. I think we've just crashed into something. What have we done? Oh no. Oh no, what have we done? Okay. Oh no, we just went off the runway. Okay, we're just going to keep heading in this direction. Yeah, it's going to keep driving itself. So we may have to kind of do this a little bit quickly here. Now, I think this actually... Yeah, it does control the turret. Okay, that is pretty good. Alright, let's turn this back round if we can. I don't think it's not doing it very quickly. Alrighty, let's do that. Okay, and now I think this handles the elevation. Yep, it does, and I don't think we actually have a firing button, which is a bit of a shame. But, okay, anyway, let's try and see what else we got. Okay, so what we're actually supposed to do is sit on this seat, and then the turret, it moves with kind of our footrest, which is very, very cool. That is actually really, really amazing, actually. So yeah, this tank is very, very good, highly detailed, and I do recommend it, but let's see if it can actually... run down a tree. That is the real test here. So let's just turn right a little bit more, and let's test it out. No, it can't. Very, very unrealistic. Not sure why it can't do that. Anyway, let's check out our final tank. Now, for the final tank of the day, I have chosen the undisputable best tank in history. We are talking World War I, World War II, and even current wars. This thing would be able to beat everybody. So, I just couldn't resist. Here we go. It is the Tsar tank. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is the greatest thing ever created. This is the undisputable best tank in the entire world. So we are going to try and get this thing started here. So let's go up here and try and get through the door. Turn on the power somehow. I think this is some sort of... Okay, this is the throttle. Let's just turn that on. I think this is for something. I don't know if this is the engines. But let's try and... Okay, what's down here, actually? Some sort of little hatch thingy. Alright, so... Here we go. Oh, we haven't turned on one of the wheels. We haven't turned on one of the things. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's just turn this on. Okay, we've only got one wheel. I don't know why. Excuse me? Turn on, please. Turn on. Hello? It's not turning on and it's so dark in here. Okay, yes, the undisputed one-wheeled tank. It is absolutely awful. What is it doing? And it's gonna crash into the building, but it's still the best tank in the entire world. 100%, guys. Undisputable. Remember that. Alright, so thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Please tell me in the description below if you did actually enjoy this video. It was a little bit different, but I'm kind of experimenting with some of the things. I want to do more kind of history-based stuff, because that is really what I do enjoy. But thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.